In the spirit of Mother's Day and July 4th, I'm going to do a red, white and blue themed summer container. Let's start. So I have filled up my pot about 3/4, maybe slightly more than 3/4 of the container. And this container is placed where I get 6 hours of sun. So all the plants that I chose here for my red, white and blue theme need 6 hours of sun. And I'm going to start with heliotrope. This is one of my favorite summer plants and it reminds me of babies, my children. This have the perfect baby powder scent. So I got to have this one. So this is called heliotrope and this is a summer fragrant plant. And you will definitely love this plant. I am an overplanter and I always go with multiple plants of the same kind. So before I put this one, I have to tell you that I have soaked all of my containers in the water, just like that, ahead of time. So before you plant your summer containers, any plants, you have to soak your plants in water. So I'm just keeping this water here so that just in case any of the plants need more water, I can just soak it in. So these are called, so now what I did is I put the taller plants. These will get, geranium will get 8 to 12 inches. Sometimes it may grow to 14 inches. Heliotrope also same thing, 15 to 18 inches. And these are going to be my thriller. This thriller, filler and spiller. There are three kind of plants that you need to put in a container. That is, so right now I have my thriller which go upright, and filler which are going to be my verbena and petunia. These comes as filler and spiller also. So I don't have a filler in here. These two acts as filler and spiller. So I'm going to put my white petunia. I'll let you know the name of it. So right now I'm going to put the white in front of the red geranium, and blue petunia in front of my white geranium. And for red, I didn't want to go with the petunia, so I went with verbena. This needs full sun. It's called verbena blue red. That's what it's called, verbena blue red. And it's a beautiful plant. Okay, so this container, when I took out, the root is going round and round and round and round. When I plant it inside the container, it does the same. It will have a tendency to go round and round and round and round. So I'm going to just slightly break it. I'm not going to hurt the plant. I can just break it like that, so that the new roots which is coming from inside will grow out, instead of going round and round. And when it goes round and round around the root ball, after I plant it in the container, after a while the plant will get exhausted itself. So I need to literally give the plant some freedom. So that's what I just did. I did not hurt the plant. So I'm going to plant it right here. No, I'll go plant it right there. I like it in between the white and red. There. And I just repeat the same thing here. I'm done planting all the plants. The way I have planted the plants, I have placed the plants, it's in a zigzag pattern, and there are space in between, there are gaps in between which I need to fill with soil. And I'm going to just give it a slight push. Not too much. It's better to prevent all the air pockets staying inside. Okay, I think that's it. I'm just checking inside to see there are any gaps. That's it. And always make sure to leave like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. See, this rim is kind of the measurement to show where to stop the soil. So when I water, even though it looks like the soil is still the top, when I water it, the soil is going to go down. So maybe when I put the soil, it may be like only 1/2 inch that I can see. The top of the soil looks like there is only 1/2 inch rim that I left, but by the time I water, it will go down. All set. So I'm using an all-purpose fertilizer, ideal for flowers, and then all the way around. This one I just put it only in the beginning, and later I will use a slow release fertilizer like Osmocote and then water it. I use Osmocote every 3 weeks. I just come and give it a dash and then water it thoroughly. And it's a slow release fertilizer, and it feeds the plant slowly rather than just give it a big bulk of food and then the flower just explodes and then quickly vanishes. A slow release fertilizer helps the plant consistently giving us the bloom. Now I'm going to water the plants. A deep water so that you can see the water coming through the bottom, the drain hole. Yeah, a good soak. Each time when you water the plants, it need a deep soak, and make sure to water it every day or every other day, depending upon how much rain you're getting. Yeah, summertime heliotrope sucks water, geraniums too, all of them I had the experience of watering it almost every day. And the other thing I want to tell you is all these plants need deadheading. Heliotrope need deadheading, geraniums need deadheading. All the verbena and petunia is something which I don't deadhead much, but verbena, more you deadhead, more flowers it will produce. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to literally deadhead all these plants now, because I just planted it. I do this. When I deadhead, I give a sign to the plants that, oh, already I'm out of my comfort zone. I have to do something to protect my next generation, and I'm going to produce more flowers. So I'm going to give it a tiny shock. I just pinch the flowers off. There. And I'm going to pinch this. I have to get that. I'm going to cut the flowers off. This is what is called deadheading. And by Mother's Day, it's all going to give me some nice bloom. Okay. So the geranium, I just don't want. I'm just taking a few flowers off. That's it. That's it. The heliotrope, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to deadhead that. The rest of the flowers, it's fine. And that's it. The summer container. The red, white, blue themes summer container.